Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Farid Susna binti Muhammad Zain and my matric card number is 2025-807-806.
Hi, my name is Sarah Safepti Johan, a student of Office Management, and my matric number is 2025-809-662.
Hi, my name is Nurul Ain Batrisha binti Zulkifli. My matrix number is 2025-1614.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Alia Shazwana binti Mat Rizal and my matric card number is 2025-892354.
First and foremost, all praises to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala that we have finally managed to complete this article review. This is one of the requirements that we need to accomplish in the coursework assignment for our course, which is Information Skill for Academic Purpose. I would like to express my deep and sincere gratitude to our dear lecturer, Madam Wajiha binti Azhar, who delivered her lectures clearly and helped us throughout the time of completing this assignment. Without her guidance, this assignment would be impossible to accomplish. Lastly, thanks to all my group members for their teamwork during the process of completing this group assignment. Without their efforts, we would not have been able to complete this assignment.
Plagiarism has become more popular among people nowadays. This article explains that plagiarism occurs when someone uses another person's words, idea, or text without properly crediting the original author. This problem has become more serious due to easy access to online articles and digital resources. In addition to this, it also provides an overview of plagiarism detection methods and tools used to identify unethical practice in written words, and discusses the main type, which are verbatim plagiarism and intelligent plagiarism that include repurposing or modifying original text. Besides that, this article review commonly used datasets such as WordNet for linguistic resources and PAN dataset for benchmarking plagiarism detection system. Overall, the study highlights the importance of effective detection tools in maintaining academic integrity. It showed that different methods and tools are needed to handle various types of plagiarism, especially those that involve referencing or manipulating other people's ideas. The issue of plagiarism is very serious in academic and research environments, particularly with the rapid development of information technology and the widespread availability of digital resources. The ease of accessing online articles, journals, and documents has increased the risk of unprofessional academic practice, which copying text or idea from someone without proper acknowledgement. As a result, we have to be more concerned for educational institutions worldwide to maintain academic excellence for our future. Plagiarism can also take various forms, for example, direct copying of text to look more complex practice, such as paraphrasing, translation, and restructuring of original content without proper citation. Although verbatim plagiarism is the easiest type to detect because it is the direct copying and pasting of text without any change, intelligent plagiarism is more difficult to detect because the text is modified, paraphrased, translated, or reorganized to convey the original idea without proper citation from someone's words. This practice can undermine the credibility of academic works and affect the quality of education and research worldwide. To address this problem, plagiarism detection methods and tools are always developed to identify similarities between documents and ensure originality in academic writing. These tools use different methods, including text comparison and semantic analysis, to detect simple and advanced forms of plagiarism. Understanding how this method works is essential for promoting ethical writing practice and preserving the integrity of academic publication from plagiarism that can ruin our academic reputation.
Next, I will explain the main causes of plagiarism among university students. Firstly, many students do not clearly understand what plagiarism is, especially students from rural areas. In some countries, such as Cambodia, students are not taught about plagiarism before entering a university, so they don't know how to avoid it. Secondly, poor time management is another major cause. Students often delay their work until the last minute and feel stressed by heavy workloads. When they do not have enough time to finish assignments, some students turn to plagiarism as a quick solution. Thirdly, pressure from the education system can lead to plagiarism. In some countries like Iran, there is a strong focus on grades, degrees, and publishing research papers. For example, students are expected to produce many articles even without proper training. This pressure sometimes can force students to plagiarize. Finally, weak academic writing skill increase plagiarism. Many students struggle with paraphrasing, summarizing, and citing sources correctly. Limited English skills and lack of knowledge also can lead to plagiarism.
Now, I'll tell you about the consequences of plagiarism. One consequence of plagiarism is that it can lower students' grade. According to KM Unai Hussein 2021, professors may give a 0 mark for plagiarized assignments. Even 0 marks can affect students' overall grades. In addition, students who repeatedly plagiarize may lose scholarship opportunities and damage their reputation. Next, plagiarism can produce low-quality graduates. Ibrahim et al. 2025 stated that when plagiarism is not properly addressed, universities may produce graduates who struggle to fulfill their responsibilities. These graduates may have a lack of important skills and find it difficult to cope with workplace challenges. As a result, they may fail to meet expectations and contribute effectively to their field. For example, a business graduate who copies reports may struggle to make informed decisions at work. Last but not least, plagiarism can lead to financial penalties. Academic policies state that anyone caught plagiarizing, whether a student or a professional, may be required to pay fines for violating copyright laws. These fines can create financial stress and negatively affect daily life, making it one of the important consequences to avoid.
Now, I will talk about ways to avoid plagiarism. Firstly, it's very important to attribute everything you use in your article by acknowledging the original sources of ideas, text, or illustrations. You should use your own words rather than copying directly and apply quotation marks for exact sentence to avoid plagiarism and to ensure credibility. Next, if a piece of text is taken from one's own previous work, it must be clearly indicated. Reusing without proper acknowledgement is considered unethical in academic writing, even if it was written by the same author. Correct citation helps prevent plagiarism and upholds academic integrity.
So, the first article that we chose is titled Determinants of Plagiarism in Plagiarism Behavior and Their Effects on Total Quality Management in a Multicultural Study, written by Mikael Ibrahim, Sakina Ahmad, Hazrina Abdullah, Yanju S., and Saleh Hamud Nasir Al-Sinawi.
The fourth article discussed in this presentation is Plagiarism among university students, causes, consequences, and recommendation, written by Palawatina Thoin. The third article is titled Causes of Plagiarism, a Grounded Theory Study, authored by Pravin Abbasi, Javad Yosefi Lebni, Amir Jalali, Arish Zipor, and Parisher Nori.
I'm going to talk about an article titled Plagiarism Detection Method and Tools, an overview written by Farah Khalid and Muhammad Sabi.
The last article that we chose is titled Effective Strategies for Avoiding Plagiarism in Academic Writing, an Interdisciplinary Approach, written by Dr. Damaru Chandra Bhatta. In conclusion, plagiarism is unethical because it involves presenting someone else's work as one's own, which is unfair to the original author. It prevents students from gaining true understanding of the subject and limits the development of critical thinking and research skills. Plagiarism also affects academic assessment, as lecturers cannot accurately evaluate a student's knowledge when work is copied. As a result, students may lose marks, fail assignments, or face disciplinary action, which can negatively impact their learning experience and cause stress. Furthermore, plagiarism damages the credibility of academic institutions and weakens trust in academic standards. Therefore, plagiarism is unacceptable in academic work, and proper referencing must be practiced to maintain academic integrity and promote honest learning.